everyone, it's Shayna and it's February, so you know what that means. That's Black History Month and that's the month of love in one. And so I only do 2 videos a month. So this month, both of my videos will be coming from the topic of love. Today I'm going to talk about setting standards. And setting standards is so very important because it sets the tone on how you allow people to treat you, about what kind of behavior you reinforce and how you treat yourself. So I'm going to jump right into it. When you reinforce bad behavior or negative behavior, if you reinforce your friend treating you like crap, or when you reinforce a guy calling you out your name, cheating on you, approaching you, hey, shawty, blah, 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 this and that, as soon as he steps to you, you have already set the tone for the relationship. So if he approaches you in a disrespectful way, he's going to think, okay, this is okay. I can talk to her this kind of way. She likes it, whatever. If he calling you out your name and then he calls you that night and you answer and you're talking to him all smooth and cool, you may mention a few things about how you don't like it, and then after that, if you don't make a big deal out of it, then he's going to be like, okay, I can call her out her name again. All I have to do is, ignore her, apologize, or give her a few days to call off and cool off, and then she's going to be okay. You do not want that. That's just going to lead into heartbreak and sorrow. You have to know what you deserve, and you just have to put your foot down from the very, very beginning. As soon as he gets your number, he should know, okay, this is what I deserve, and this is what I'm not going to accept. And like I said, a lot of times you don't even have to say, hey, this, did that, and you don't have to run down your checklist. All you have to do is treat yourself good, and he'll know, okay, I know she's not going to take that. I know I have to come with it if I'm going to step to her, before he even says anything to you, because when you love yourself, you exude that, you glow. And that's another thing that I want to get into, other than the fact of reinforcing bad behavior, which you don't want to do. Like I said, you want to make sure you reinforce good behavior. Him calling you on time. If you say you don't want a phone call after 10 and he's doing that on time, then you keep accepting his calls. If he calls you after 10 and you've already told him you don't like that and he does not bother to check in with you throughout the day, that's letting you know he does not respect you. He doesn't respect your standards. And that should also let you know, okay, this is setting the tone for the rest of the relationship. He's going to continue to not care about what I want, and he's not going to respect my values. So when you love yourself, like I said, you teach people how to treat you by whether you love yourself or not. When you're treating yourself good, you know what you deserve, then you know what you're going to stand for and what you're not going to stand for. And when you love yourself, you are 100%. You are whole. And I feel like you are not 100% until you come to Christ, because Christ, he formed you in the womb. He knew you before your parents even knew you. Before they even thought about you, he knew you, and he gave you a purpose. So before you even looking to converse with a guy or talk to a guy, you want to make sure that you are 100%, that you know what your purpose is, because after all, he's supposed to be your helpmeet. He won't know what to help you with, and he won't know what purpose for both of y'all to kind of work on together, and he can't support you unless you know what your purpose is. And it's hard to know what your purpose is without knowing who God is. It's hard to love yourself if you don't know what true love is, which comes from God. It's hard to know what to accept and know who you truly are unless you read the Bible and you look at what God says or who God says you are. So that's very, very important. I feel like you're not 100% until you have done that. And 2 broken people won't make a whole person. You want to make sure that you are whole before you even have a conversation, because trust me, it will show up. It will show up at some point down the relationship. So that's very important. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get into a few basic standards that you should have. Just bottom line, not to be confused with preferences, but standards. Just basic bottom line, what he should be doing regardless of where y'all are in y'all relationship or where y'all are in y'all friendship. This is non-negotiable. It's not even, it should not even be talked about. This just has to happen. And the first one, I have my list right here in front of me. The first one is he should respect you. He should not be talking about you behind your back. He should be respecting you in your face and behind your back. When he's talking to other people about you, it should be positive things. And if he has an issue with you, he should be man enough, or he should be mature enough to come to you and handle that issue with you and you alone, and not with everyone else. The next thing I want to talk about is support you. And like I said, you don't know what your purpose is. Some people are lucky and they find it out before they come to God, but you won't know what your purpose is and unless you do come to God, and he can't support you with that unless you know who you are, you know. So whether it's grades, you're in school, whether it's grades or whether it's homework or whether it's accomplishing your goals, he should always be supporting you in something. He should always be giving you encouraging words. He should not be tearing you down. You know, so like I said, these are just the basic standards. The next thing, he should always be honest with you. That's my number one thing. Like, I cannot stand a liar. You have to be 100% honest with me, or we can't even build a friendship. You know, how are we going to have a relationship if you're lying to me? And you know what people say, if they lie to you, they'll cheat. If they cheat on you, then they'll steal from you. And so you want to make sure that he is 100% honest with you, and he's man enough to say, hey, this is what happened. This is the deal. These are some issues that I have, or this what happened with this girl, and you know, this and that, blah blah blah. And you know, you just want to make sure that he is man enough to accept the repercussions that may come, or accept whatever may be. But you definitely don't want someone who's going to cover up things and try to throw things off on you. The next basic standard that you need to make sure that he meets is he should care about your soul. This is a guy who should always be saying, hey, you know, did you go to church today? What was the word about? You know, are you saved? Real love, or real foundation, this is what you want to build your friendship off of. He should be bringing you closer to God, you know, or you should be able to bring him closer to God. You know, he should not be saying, hey, come on, you know, sleep in, it's okay, you know, don't go to church. No, he should care about your soul and what's going to happen to you after you die. You know, not, okay, come on, let's go to the club, let's do this and let's do that. The next basic standard, he won't make you compromise your self-worth. And that's just huge. I could stay on it all day. But when it comes to your self-worth, what I mean by him making you compromise, if you don't want to have sex, which you shouldn't be doing unless you're married, then he should not try to force you to have sex. He should want you to, you know, preserve yourself and be pure, you know, or even be celibate if you've already had sex. He should not want you to compromise your self-dignity. He should want you to succeed. If not having sex is a goal of yours, he should help you in that. He should not want to be playing a role in you disappointing God, you know, so that's very, very important. When you talk about your self-worth and compromising, he should get those girls straight. You know, if there's an ex-girlfriend that's still calling him, or somebody who still wants him, you should not have to say anything to her. You shouldn't anyway, but you should not have to say anything. He should already have set the tone for that. He should already tell her, hey, you know, this is somebody I'm into. This is somebody that, you know, I am looking forward to getting to know. And you don't want a guy with a whole bunch of baggage, you know, or some baggage he has not let go. So you should never, ever, ever have to get a girl straight. Because if you talk to this girl, if you say, hey, you know, blah, 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 this and that, and trust me, I've learned, you know, you look stupid, and not only that, but he didn't love you enough, or he didn't like you enough to continue the relationship, to even stand up for you and him, you know, whether y'all friends or not. So you compromise your self-dignity and your respect when you do go and you try to check a girl about you and him or whatever y'all have going on. No, he should do that for you yourself. Like, you shouldn't even have to say anything. All you should have to worry about is concentrating on you and him and y'all friendship. The next basic standard I have is courting. He should be courting you in the right way. He should be coming to get you. He should be picking you up. He should be taking you somewhere. He should be proving to you that he is a king that is ready for a queen. Since you are a queen, you should be treated the right way. He should be showing you, hey, I'm worth this and I'm worth that. After all, we give up a lot. You know, I feel like as women, we have to take on your last name. We have to have birth. We have to do so much for these guys. So he needs to be proving himself worthy, as we are proving ourselves worthy as well. So like I said, you're a queen, so he should be treating you like one. So he should be willing to court you the old-fashioned way. He should be picking you up. He should be taking you here and there. He should be trying to show you a good time. And that's not to be confused with always paying for this and that, taking you here and to different restaurants. If he does not have any money, or if you're in high school, or if you're in college, then you should require that he be creative when it comes to a date. You know, these are the dates that you remember for a lifetime. He should maybe take you shooting, you know, to learn how to shoot. He should maybe take you hiking. You know, just different things that everyday guys don't do. You know, all your dates don't have to be going to the movies and going out to eat. You don't have to have money to get to know somebody. You know, that's free. And to be honest with you, movie dates, you never get to know each other. You're just sitting there, you watch a movie, neither one of you are talking to each other, and by the time he drops you off, you get, what, 10, 15 minutes, if that, to talk to each other. So that's barely a date, you know. So you want to make sure you're always getting a chance to know him. And courting, and that he's picking you up and you're not having to meet him. That's why old school romances lasted so long because they did it the right way. The next basic standard that you should have is great communication. If y'all cannot communicate, if y'all are not on the same level, then there's no way in the world you can have a decent friendship or a decent relationship. So when it comes to communication, I have learned that texting is just not what's up. You know, it is not what's up. If a guy really loves you, or if a guy likes you, you know, he's interested in getting to know you, then you should set the standard and say, hey, you know, I like phone calls. You know, call me around this time. It's okay to text throughout the day if he's busy or if he's in class, you know, but he should be calling you. And that's how you know when a guy really, really likes you or he really loves you. He should be giving you his time. You know, it's a big, big factor. And if he's giving you his time, then you know, hey, this guy cares about me, because he cannot get back time. If he is talking on the phone